8 South 14th Street, Virginia Beach. I'm here tonight, I'm pastor of Bible Baptist Church on 14th Street, and I want have a couple questions I want to pose about our transgender bathrooms that's been mandated by the federal government. 47-page, I think it was put out by Obama, and I just feel that I found the information that's been where those questions have been answered and what we're going to do about that. If they come back on us or the school board demanding the federal funding back, are we going to take a stand and adhere to a state law that makes a difference between male and female, or are we going to just buckle and decide to go ahead and be in compliance to the federal government and put that in place so we have these transgender bathrooms in our schools? So I had that question. Then what we're going to do when they ask for all the money back? Because we're not in compliance, and it's going to hurt our school funding. So are we willing to take a stand, or are we willing to just buckle to them? I feel like that there needs to be an answer to the community to know, because we have children in those schools. And I would not want none of my grandchildren in that type of situation. And I'm not sure any of us want that. And the mandate has been given out, says that a person can identify where they want to be. And I've traveled out of the country many times, and as far as the passport stuff, if you claim to be something other than what you was born, you have to provide medical evidence in order to get a passport. And so we're going to allow children to just make up their own minds of what they feel like that particular day. But the question is back to, again, I want to know, I think the community deserves to know where the stand's going to be. When we're pressed to make the decision of what we're going to do. And that's my question.
Thank you, sir. Dr. Ruiz, did you want to comment?
I mean, I've already made my statement on it.
Well, I haven't read it. I don't know where it's
I'll be
at.
glad to send it to you.
Has it been put out in public, all over, everybody can read it?
It's been in one local newspaper, and we discussed it at a board meeting. I guess the last board meeting.
Can I ask what newspaper is in?
Yeah, it was in the West Side Journal because they called and asked.
Well, I don't read West Side Journal.
I'm sure you don't, because usually you don't get it.
Yeah. So I think the community needs to know. I don't think it's fair just to tell us that you wrote a good article in a newspaper that doesn't come up here where we're at.
Well, I'm sorry that you feel like that's unfair. I don't think there's anything
Well,
unfair about
do we
you
have a
saying
public
that.
statement anywhere other than that we can read what we're going to do?
Sure, I told you, I'd be glad to share that with you.
But you're not willing to share it now.
I don't have it.
And you can't tell me what stand we're going to take?
Oh,
As a
yeah,
school
sure, I
district?
can tell you.
Okay, what are we going to do?
Basically, the boys are going to use the boys' restroom, the girls are going to use the girls'
So
restroom.
if the Department of Justice comes and asks us to comply, what are we going to do then?
Well, we'll do the same thing that we have done before. Is that we're going to stand on our position. At least I am, and I'm not going to speak for all of the members, but I think they would share it with me, share the same thoughts. That we're going to stand on what we believe and what position that we've established, and we'll go forward.
One last question: do you think that the federal law rules us on the state level as far as what is distinguished between male and female?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
According to the Supremacy Clause. And Pastor, the questions you're asking are very good questions. And the issue of transgender is a very hot topic. As a matter of fact, the Department of Education, Department of Justice have recently issued a number of guidelines with regards to how transgender students are to be treated. Dr. Lewis is aware of those guidelines. I'm aware of those guidelines. And, but what you have to understand is, to just come forward and answer your questions, everything's on a case-by-case basis. When you have this issue come up, you have to look at the issue. You have to look at what the school board's procedures are. You have to look at what the transgender student wants, how that impacts the guidelines. There's so many questions when an issue like that comes out, just to kind of say, this is our policy, this is what we're going to do, without really looking at it, because it really is fact specific. And I don't know if you've seen the Department of Education and I think the DOJ guidelines, they came out with, it's a thick book on a number of issues with regards to transgender students. If you like, I can give you my business card and I can either PDF it to you or get you a site where you can have it. And maybe after reading that, you'll have a better understanding of what the federal government is proposing to do. But in answer to your question, federal law usually trumps state law. But believe me, there's a lot of case law, and there's a lot of battles between that issue.
So are we willing to give us $11 million that they give us in order to stand on the policy that we're going to keep separate bathrooms for our children?
That's not a decision that I make, and that's not a decision that the board has yet to make. When that issue comes up, as I indicated, it's a case-by-case basis. You weigh the pros, you weigh the cons, and you look at the issues. We may have, and we have had, a couple of transgender students in our school system. We have not had any issues with these students that rose to the level of what you're indicating. We've been able to work with the students and with the parents to get a solution. And I'm confident that going forward, we can continue to do that. But as I said, it all comes down to a case-by-case basis. And the hypothetical questions that you're giving me, I don't have the answer for, and I'm not sure the board has the answer for. I'm not saying they're bad questions. I'm just saying, at this point, if I can use a legal term, they're not right. They're not right for adjudication. So I don't think that's the answer you want, but that's the answer I'm going to
want. I've pastored for almost 30 years.
Sure.
So the philosophy is that you prepare yourself for growth or decision. You already know what you're going to do. And I feel like that y'all don't know what you're going to do. The answer is I'm getting that you're going to wait by case and say, well, let's just wait till it comes up. But sometimes it's too late then.
But again, you're presuming it's a black and white, an either or. And I'm telling you, that's not the case. That's all.
It is black and white.
So, that's what I'm telling you. The hypothetical you're presenting, black and white, either or. And in the practice of law, and when you're dealing with issues like this, that's just not the case. And that's what I'm trying to get across here. It's not that we're not aware of policies, it's not that we're not aware of these issues and how to deal with these issues, but it's a case-by-case basis. It's not black and white, it's not either. And that's the only thing I'm trying to get across.
Okay, thank you, Pastor. If we have no other public presentations, Robin, we will move to our superintendent's comments.
First of all,